I don't even know if this is working right, and I could be on the verge of greeting soon about how bad the YouTube live streaming service is right now. But you know what? We're going to read out Barry's comments, and then I'm leaving. I'm away. Honestly, see this laptop. It's lucky it's not at the window. I will go as far as that. And yeah, I could have got put into a psychiatric hospital there for the past couple of minutes. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to read out what Barry Ferguson had to say. I wasn't good. That apologise, folks. Apologies, because it's just not good enough. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what is even going on. Like, even like it's just, I don't even know. This is what Barry Ferguson said. All right, and I quote: "I am proud and I am excited. If I'm being honest, it came out of the blue. So it's been a whirlwind 24 hours. But I am just happy to get to the training ground. Well, hold on. I'm just happy to get it done. Get my staff together, get to the training ground and get going. I had to be respectful that my backroom staff were in jobs elsewhere. So we had to get all this sorted. Thankfully, the guys worked hard and so did the chief executive and the chairman. We got it done quicker than expected. We are just eager to get started. I have been back at the club as an ambassador and enjoying that role, but when I was asked about this job, it was the one I couldn't turn down, albeit it's only for 3 months, but it's my job to go out and get a kick out of these group of players. When I watched them, they are really good players in there, so it's our job as staff, it's my job as manager to go and get the best out of them we can. Let's see. In terms of Europe, some of the performances have been top class, but domestically, that's your bread and butter. That's what you've got to win most weeks. You're always going to have a bump in the road, but I think there have been too many bumps in the road. So it's my job as a manager and the staff's job to try and get a level of consistency in the squad. They are definitely quality players and they look a good group, but they just look a bit flat at this moment in time, and it is our job to try and get this confidence back up. End of quote. So, yeah, there is a wee bit more. We'll read that in a minute. I'm liking what Barry Ferguson's saying, folks. I don't think many people are going to disagree with what he's saying. You know, him talking about domestic being the bread and butter, I think that's what most people want to hear. Is it staunch points? You know what? I think it's just reality at this stage of the game from Barry Ferguson. Europe's all fine and dandy, but we should be winning trophies. All right? We should be winning trophies. And we're not doing that. And we literally can't do that unless it is going to be in Europe, but it's not going to be because that is an absolute pipe dream. But he did go on to say, let's see. We spent a bit of time together just to see me and I talk about players and the way I want to take the team forward. He'll need to get used to a new coaching team coming in, but he is eager. That's what I want. He's got a good work ethic about him. That's important to me. So I'm looking forward to having him in the staff. I brought in Billy Dodds and Neil McCann, who have previous experience as managers. I played with them. I know the characters that they are, and I know how good they are on the training pitch in terms of organisational skills. They put in really good sessions. And Al McGregor, everyone knows what he brings to the club. I'm excited with my staff. When I asked them, I was unsure I could get them, but they are great and they are desperate to come, and that is what I want. I'm just delighted to get all them done. And as I say, excited to start working with these guys, and they're excited to get to work with the players. Brilliant. If you need help and can find us, we will help you. EBT team. It's only until the end of the season. Hopefully, we're not saying that at Christmas. Well, yeah, I think none of us want really this group of people in the job until Christmas. They are playing with Glasgow Rangers. It's a privilege walking into this training centre. Training will be tough, there's no doubt, but it'll be enjoyable as well. You have to win every game. Expectations put on here. When people come to watch, they expect to win you. Well, got a tickly cough here. Expect you to win games. I don't think we've won enough this year. We haven't. He basically says we're going to play attack minded, certain style, win every game, be aggressive, yada, yada. Right? Big Barry. Fantastic, right? Pretty much said everything you would want him to say. And also, there's a shirt sale in the Rangers store. You can get your shirts for 20 quid. Every one of them. Home, away, and the alternative, or the third kit, as some people want to call it. So, that's Barry Ferguson put to one time. You know what, folks? I'd have loved to have talked about Barry Ferguson for a lot longer, but the stream went down. And I was honestly pissed off. Honestly. Was bloody ready to box some people. See if it was Big Phil walked in that room, man. He'd have been lucky. I have a feeling in a couple of weeks we'll be wanting Clement back. Euro run is basically over now. I don't think we'll be wanting Clement back, right? But because of course we won't. But the only thing I will say is was there more chance of Clement getting a tune out of these players in Europe than Barry Ferguson against Jose Mourinho? Probably, because Clement's won league titles, right? Clement's won league titles, guys. He just didn't get Scotland. He was all right Europe-wise. Barry Ferguson, here, we'll probably get scudded by Fenerbahce over 2 legs, but you know what? Could have got scudded with Clement, so I'm not going to greet too much about that. Anyway, simply the best. Right, what about Todd Cantwell? That absolute fud. Let's get into him. Didn't Barry get sacked for a League One side? Forget about that. Didn't happen. Come on, Barry's the man. Barry. Todd Cantwell. What did he post? Something like, "Sun's out. Let's get this tune out." And then tag Tav. Obviously, some form of dig at Clement, right? And people are like, "Oh, it's unfair to throw Tav in here." Is it? Is it really unfair to throw Tav in here? Because see with James Tavernier, I don't even think. Why would Todd Cantwell tag James Tavernier in that? It's not. Tavernier's obviously tweeted stuff, right? He's obviously done something. Let's be honest. He's obviously aware. Ho! Son of Scotland 90 gifted 5 big Stevie Cool 1872 memberships. Let's see who got this. No, it's actually really intriguing though when you get memberships. You get just 5 people selected at random. There's one guy, and there's only one guy on planet Earth I want to be selected by this membership. He'll probably know who he is, but there would be nothing more on this planet to bring me joy to see a Rangers badge next to him. He probably knows who he is, but in terms of the memberships, welcome. Let's go through them. If Barry Bobag is the answer, someone please tell me what is the question. Who's the? It's wee Matty. Jesse Bear. Oh, he got it. Ding, ding, ding. Didn't have to phone a friend. Didn't have to do a 50-50. Didn't have to ask the audience. No, right. Anyway, Paul was gifted membership by Son of Scotland 90. John Finnegan was gifted a membership by Son of Scotland 90. Miller Pebble. Pebble Miller. Miller Pebble was gifted a membership. Livonix was gifted a membership by Son of Scotland 90. And Alan Thompson was gifted a membership by Son of Scotland 90. But Juicy Bear hit it on the head, folks. That's who it is. The cat's out the bag now, brother. It's away. Tony Khan. Yeah, it'd be fun. Maybe Tony Khan supports Celtic. I don't know. But it'd be funny to see him wear a Rangers badge next to him. But back to Todd Cantwell. Like, let's not pretend that James Tavernier doesn't know anything about this. He's probably been texting Cantwell the last couple of days. We don't know their relationship. But James Tavernier, right, is like the fucking Grim Reaper. He's overseen so many Rangers managers. It is absolutely fucking crazy. How did Alan Thompson go from playing in a UEFA Cup final to watching this shite? Hey, fuck yo. This is the pinnacle of life right here. This is better than UEFA Cup final now. If we won it, maybe that would be better. But yeah, all seriousness, I'm just a diddy man talking about Rangers. If it is the real Alan Thompson, fair play, but we know it ain't. Gorguts, fun fact, I used to be a Celtic fan 10 years ago. Then they started supporting Hamas. I'm Jewish. Fuck Celtic, man. Bunch of wee bams with absolutely no knowledge of geopolitic issues. Yeah. It's like you've seen players like Near Bitten, Abada, who are Celtic players, men, and it's a shame that, isn't it? Even guys like Bitten who won a lot, completely show his really red card. Fuck you. I mean, it's no nice to see, and I'm seeing a wee trend go around social media at the minute. A minute's silence for Philip Clement from certain Celtic fans. It's funny that they can do a fake minute silence for Philip Clement, but when it comes to actual tragedies on this earth, and one's close to home, they can't stay quiet for it. You know what I mean? Scum of the fucking earth. Let's be honest, folks. And that goes for anyone that interrupts minute silences. Even if you disagree with it, man, it's just shut up. If you don't want to take part, or you don't want to clap or whatever, just costs nothing to be quiet. You know what I mean? I just get sacked for my jobs, my call centre job day in the Celtic Cup. Cheers, son of Scotland. There we go then. So you didn't play then in a UEFA Cup final. That's fair enough. It's kind of funny how many Israeli players Celtic have had in recent times. Yes, they were completely attacking their bitten, like, and it's no right. It's no right. You know what I mean? They'll probably whip out a tifo for that the Palestinian guy that plays for Aberdeen, Daba, whatever his name is. You know what I mean? We'd expect Africans to do a minute's silence for former. What? We'd expect Africans to do a minute's silence for former slave traders, Stevie. What are you on about here? When's Aberdeen Career Mode? That'll be uploaded at some other point. If we're going to actually spend this stream, instead of talking about Barry Ferguson, we're going to talk about slavery. I mean, there's slavery that still goes on in the world if we want to go down that route. But no one wants to talk about that. Is Ryan 118 that fat ginger windy liquor on YouTube? I'm on then. Well, Gorguts said it. Gorguts said that. I just read out the comments. I read out the comments, you know what I mean? Jambo Bear is a slave to Asda, we hear. It's not Asda, but you're near on the money. You're near on the money. Is Cantwell still alive? I'm no on TikTok. I haven't seen him on TikTok, but it was on it was an Instagram. I don't know if it was a story or a post, but he uploaded something, man, and that's what it was. So, yep, that's what it was. What time is it? Fuck me, it's 24 minutes to 11. Slavery still goes on, but it's mostly in the Barbary Coast region and perpetrated by Celtic's new favourite religion. Yeah, but they wouldn't want to speak about that. How will Barry do against Jose? I don't think it'll be good, folks, to be honest. You know what I mean? I don't think it'll be good. No one's expecting it to be good either. You know what I mean? But if he can get a fire up these players, then you never know. Here, what about the Rangers LBGTQ flag? What are we thinking about it? I want to hear the comments first for unleash a can of whoop ass, brother. Only German missing for Baza Cruz, Davy Martindale. He's a Gers man. He'd have made a good kit man. Get him in. Meeting the Minds, former Clyde manager versus two-time Champions League winner. I've seen people create the graphic. It was Rock versus Cena. Rock versus Cena, WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Yeah, I completely and utterly disagree with the flag. Of course I do. It just completely... I mean, this is the first time I've talked about it because getting beat 2-0 by St Mirren and Clement getting sacked and Barry coming in just completely and utterly over fucking shadowed it. Like, but if we won like 3-0, then obviously it might have got talked about, but it completely... They are, aren't they, man? I know. Not too good. Can understand that woke shit for Celtic, but was surprised by Rangers given they're supposed to be a more conservative club. I agree. I mean, you look across the British Isles, like, I mean, does it get any more conservative than... Does it get any more conservative than Rangers? Probably not. Son of Scotland 90s coming for Matty Miles. That's great. That's what we want to see. You talk one load of shite compared to the other fanny. Well, who's the other fanny? Has he just entered the chat? Casper Schmeichel just ruined his night on FIFA, folks. St Mirren pumped the Diddy team. Easy. St Mirren, didn't they? Well, the LGBTQ flag, totally disagree with it. I'd rip it down. Don't give a fuck who it upsets. You can't buy an opinion. All right? Know what I mean? There should be 3 flags above Ibrox. Scottish flag, the British flag, and we'll fire in the American flag right now just to entice the 49ers a wee bit extra, but you know, that's it. That's all it should ever be. I see the Jambo Bear does the pods high as fuck. His views are just wild. what's wild, because the ball was out of play. We're still hanging on to that, by the way, that the ball was in. Now we could put the red hand up as well, I guess. No real complaints about that. The white flag. The white flag, fella. Barry's managerial career is impressive. It's brilliant, isn't it? I think he had a, what is it? Was it 20? It was a 24% win record at Iowa. Don't understand why they're trying to make football more inclusive and pussified. It's supposed to be a masculine, working class sport. It's no him. It was Mr. Haggis. Oh, we're unlucky, but we'll get him one day. Keep the woke shit for tennis. Yeah, but they know soccer. They know football is like the biggest, it's the biggest sport in the world. You know what I mean? And it's a joke. You know what I mean? It just shouldn't be there. It just shouldn't be there. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be there, and because people, I don't want it there, and other people think. I mean, doesn't mean you wish harm in anybody, but it just shouldn't be there. It just should not be at a football stadium. You know what I mean? And people and a certain fan base that would agree about it are waving Hamas flags next to an LGBT flag. Now, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out why that one's a bit idiotic, folks. I agree. You know, I agree. Abada laughs at the pedo dome. He is absolutely. Games tech is here. Phil Clement didn't show much LGBTQ love to Todd Cantwell. I don't think he did. Definitely not. My God, we're getting. It's no him. It's no him. We're on the hunt for him. Tactical genius. Abada and Beaton had no problem with the Palestine flag until after the issue. Did they? Yeah, but if you actually look at what happened with that issue, it was more what Celtic fans were saying to Neil Abada that pissed them off more than the flag. But we're talking about something that was like 16, 15 months ago. Like, I mean, are we really going to dig it up? I mean, I just think Neil Bitton's going to regret who he played for. Tactical genius he is. Rangers saviours, Barry and the boys. What a joke. PC and Cantwell had a secret affair. Apparently, PC took the name Cantwell too serious. Don't even want to imagine what's going on there. Goldilocks and the bald bear. Is that what happened? Is that what happened, guys? Is that what happened? But now who? So, Sir, big Sir, gifted a membership. Barry Biscuit Boys shite. Barry Biscuit Boys. No good, right? What was I even going to? Todd Cantwell. There's, I think Tavernier's obviously been vocal about, come on, judging by his performances, pretty much all season. The only time James Tavernier's performances seemed to step up a wee bit was when he got dropped at the team and he had to fight to get back in. But then around the same time as that, Sterling and Casemiro picked up injuries pretty close to each other. That's the only time this season James Tavernier has been near any sort of level. And I'll be fair, when he filled in at centre back at Old Trafford, I thought he was pretty good. Couldn't really fault him. Thanks, Big Stevie. Thanks, Son of Scotland 90. He gifted the membership. Yeah, but you can talk about, the Palestinian flag's one thing, but Celtic were literally waving Hamas flags about Parkhead. You know what I mean? Come on here. Tav's your best player. Tav's mince. All right. Abada did make them a massive profit. Sleeping, he's from the past. Much like, what's going on there? Huh? How much gift does it take for you and Jambobert to admit the ball was on the line? Craig, if you send 10 grand, I'm willing to be open to the 0.001% that the ball was in. But until then, I'm 100% the ball was out. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter. Celtic got incredibly lucky with the first goal, so maybe Alan Muir was well within his rights to roll that goal out. But it was a decent goal for Maida. But right, so I've got a poll up for Kelly in Rangers. So you don't agree with Chris Boyd and Andy Halliday? No, I don't. I disagree. Yo, I don't care if they're Rangers, man. I'm not going to. You can't just blindly agree with everyone's opinion. You know what I mean? I'm not going to blindly agree with them just because they're entitled to it. I mean, Barry Ferguson, who is our interim manager right now, turned around and said before the Tottenham game, I don't care what Celtic fans say, Rangers are back. A few short months later, he's back. He's in the hot seat because we are not so back. So, Barry Ferguson is a Ned with a wig. What's the score? But for the what the score for the Kelly game? I'll do a preview tomorrow. But I think, well, if you checked out the SPFL preview show over on Fog Football, I went with 1-0. Jambo Bear went with 2-1 Kelly. It'll be worrying, to say the least. We'll see. Barry Ferguson, it's no bad. Big Barry Ferguson's the man. Going to carry Rangers to the promised land. Yeah, all seriousness, all Barry Ferguson's got to do is come in with the three, Dodds, McCann and McGregor, and just turn things around. Because one thing that's going to happen now, that the fans, myself and others, we're not going to have a go at Barry Ferguson. We're going to have a go at the players. You know what I mean? And that's the key thing here. And that's why I think normally when you see managers get sacked, you do see some form of a bounce. But Alex Ray was the easy choice. No, come on, we can't be putting Alex. There's a reason Alex Ray's gone. I think he'll be raging he's not there with his wee pals, but he had to go. Alex Ray, come on, and Stefan van der Heyden, or whatever his name is. They drove off the day, they're away, driving back to Belgium, probably flying back, but you know the score. All over for Big Phil. Does anyone feel sorry for Big Phil? I don't. Spewed so much shite that you just couldn't feel sorry for him. So yeah, right. You can't go on the park with the players. That's the problem. Gutless players won't change, but he's got to change the team. See if Barry Ferguson, right, just completely and utterly drops James Tavernier and players like that, like Tom Lawrence, who's out of contract and will not be here next season. Then the next manager coming in, it'll be easier for him to get rid of Tav if he doesn't play him. So that's got to happen, man. The starting 11 for tomorrow is going to be very interesting, but we know it's just going to be the same old shit, don't we? I mean, if Tav starts, that's one thing, but I just want to see the youngsters get minutes, man. I'd love to see Van Bronckhorst back. Feels like his story was cut prematurely. Maybe it was, but I did want him sacked at the time. I'm not going to rewrite history. I wanted him sacked. His style of play was bogging. It was just as bad as Clement's style of play at the end, man. It was crazy how bad it was. I thought Barry Ferguson fell face the earth after he left Birmingham. Well, he's back. And Rangers aren't back, but maybe Barry can put us on the right track, folks. Anyway, that's where we're going to leave this stream. There's not really much more to say. He's saying attacking football. Pity the defence is rotten. End up like Tottenham. That is true. That is going to be a problem. Anyway, folks, till next time. Peace.